It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Blessed and highly favored, and there's so much going on in the world.
Oh, my God.
Pastor Haynes, you got to come on one day and just talk about and give us your breakdown on the whole Ukraine situation, because I know you just deepen in the word. I would love to get your perspective one day, and it's so much going on. I know you got a good word because we really need it.
Bless you, Ricky. Say the word, you know I'm there, man. Listen, so many of us find ourselves in both emotional and economic distress. We look at the pain in Ukraine. We look at the sad reality that all over this world, we find that anti-black racism will hit you even in the midst of a wicked war. And so in the midst of all that is going on, it's good to know that we worship an incredible God. And since God is incredible, your praise should be incredible. Listen, I looked up that word incredible. The word incredible means amazing, unbelievable. It means something happens that literally blows your mind. And listen, in the midst of distressing, crazy, stupid times, isn't it good to know that every now and then our incredible God breaks through and does something that blows your mind? That's amazing. And the only explanation for it is only God. Only God could have opened up that door. Only God could have kept you sane in the midst of the craziness. Only God could have done for you what you could never have done for yourself. No wonder the Bible says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above anything you can ask or imagine. It simply is saying, watch this, that God is incredible. And since God is incredible and does incredible things, here's what you do in the midst of the craziness, all of the distress and the crises. Go ahead and look up and keep your head up and give God an incredible praise. And if you keep on giving God an incredible praise, you are setting the stage for God to do something even more incredible. So times are crazy, times are getting you down, but look up and give God an incredible praise and watch God come through with something incredible for you. We serve an incredible God who deserves an incredible praise.
Man, Pastor Haynes, thank you so much for that word, man. And it's funny that you said what you said. I was right when you said it, like our brains just flowing, just like I was thinking the same thing. How black folks getting pulled off the buses and out of lines. And,
oh, man.
And it's like we concerned that we want to help, but man, they just put a damper in it. You treating Africans like that. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Right. Instead of pulling together, we still target certain people for even more evil. It's like you make it even worse.
Right. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and I have a YouTube channel, Frederick Haynes.
There it is. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all, let's get into some praise music this morning. Here we go. Incredible God, Incredible Praise by Youthful Praise. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines.
Entertainment.
For the front page.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 9 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segment's being brought to you by Bounty. That's right, y'all. Tune in to More Than That with Geopolitical this weekend. Wherever you listen to podcasts, this episode is sponsored by Bounty, the quicker picker upper. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look this morning at your front page news. President Biden strongly condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine in his State of the Union address last night. The president further announced that the U.S. is banning Russian planes from its airspace, as Canada and European unions have already done. Biden said he plans to address inflation by having more manufacturing done here in America and speeding up supply chains. He addressed the COVID crisis, saying that we're moving back to, quote, more normal routines, and vowed to be ready for any potential future variants with tests, masks, and new medication. Meanwhile, President Biden's Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson will begin the traditional meetings with senators today. And the state of Texas has spoken. Elections were held yesterday, and Beto O'Rourke easily won the Democratic nomination and will go up against Republican Governor Greg Abbott this November. Last but certainly not least, after last year's festivities were canceled due to the pandemic, Mardi Gras was back in full force yesterday in New Orleans. Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. All right, that's what's happening in news. For more, just log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Rock T, our sports genius. What's going on in sports?
What up, Eva? Well, I may have some alarming, disturbing news for Green Bay Packers fans out there, Rick Dog. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers and wide receiver Devontae Adams were not on the Green Bay Packers promo video promoting their game in London for next season. Now, no need to panic yet. Will they both return as a package deal to play another season with Green Bay, or will they both be a package deal for somebody else's squad? It'd be almost, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but for both of them to sign max deals for another team is going to be hard to do. But it'll be interesting if they try to stay together. In the meantime, LeBron James says he will never give up on the season. Lakers lost 10 of their last 13 games, and he said, quote, "Until you stomp me out, cut my head off, bury me 12 feet under, then I got a chance." Right. I like that. It ain't ever over until you quit.
Hulk Hogan.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. That's what it is, man. Gary with the T. What's up there, Pippin?
All right, y'all. It is official, y'all. It's official. They're saying that Kanye West has found a new leading lady. And we kind of been talking about that. And, I guess it wasn't confirmed, but now it is official. Now they're saying, while many people were wondering if the Yeezy fashion designer is dating, y'all, that Instagram model, Miss Chaney Jones, sources tell Page 6, y'all, that the Kim Kardashian lookalike is another one of Kanye's muses. Now they're saying that she appears to be a muse, but it also depends on who you ask. They say she is definitely y'all loving her role. Now they're saying that Miss Jones, honey, shared her first selfie with the Through the Wire rapper Monday and certified their budding relationship. Now in the photo, Miss Jones put on a closed mouth smile while Kanye, y'all, remained his serious self. Now while the duo are just friends for now, they're saying that Miss Jones has taken over the full-time role for Julia Fox. Now Kanye, even though he took Miss Jones, honey, shopping at Balenciaga, which was his go-to with his estranged wife Kim Kardashian, who is now, y'all, the face of the brand and the Uncut Gem star. Now they're still saying, y'all, that Miss Kim is begging the judge, y'all, to please sign off on her divorce. She's explained, y'all, that she definitely wants a divorce now, and she said, quote, "I very much desire to be divorced," unquote. So there you have it. It's amazing though when a man could, just pick up a woman and make her his muse, just dress her. It almost sounds like something, that the queens used to do, how they would get the women and play with them and say, "Girl, dress up like this, look like that," and do that. But now, since the heterosexual men are doing it now, it's a great thing. So congratulations, Kanye, honey. It's a good thing. I'm going to have to get me a muse, honey. So it's interesting. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors, y'all. My color today, y'all, is bell pepper. On the high end, you say bell pepper, and on the low, you say beautiful dark forest green. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter is not done yet, and I'm gonna tell you what he up to next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and that's hot spot.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRAT.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. It is time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, man. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, has sued Debmar Mercury, the production company behind the Wendy Williams show, for wrongful termination. Now, according to reports in the lawsuit, Hunter claimed he was terminated on the basis of his marital status, which is barred by the New York City human rights law. As a result of firing, Hunter has suffered an economic loss, which will be determined by trial in the range of $7 to $10 million. Hunter is asking for not less than $7 million, punitive damages, lost wages, and commissions. He also is asking for the costs and fees of this proceeding, including legal fees. What y'all think about that one?
He want to get paid.
Yeah.
Like, listen, man,
That's clear.
I've been along for this whole ride, so y'all ain't gonna just cut me out of this big check that Wendy's gonna continue to make.
Yeah, but he needs to be cut out, though. Now he riding on the coattail of Wendy Williams and her misfortunes. Now what she's going through. Well, let me jump on that bandwagon now and see if I can get me some money out of it. So, no, I don't think he should get nothing. But they need to let us know what's really going on with Wendy. So it's evidently it has something to do with the production company as well as her health, quote unquote.
Right, and he's the reason that she's probably going through all this stupid stuff because that broke her heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he the reason he's cheating and all that other stuff. So hopefully this trial ends up being fair, because I really hate when men marry women and then try to milk them after the fact. Get a job, do something. You a manager, go manage somebody else. Like, get your
So
money
you feel like he
way.
shouldn't still be managing her?
No, I don't think he's still managing her, but I know she's trying to still get money from her, but it's over. The gig is over. You got money already from her. She gave you money. That's how I guess you was living the rest of your life and doing whatever you had to do with your other child.
But it's her fault. She the one keep letting him. Why she keep letting him do it though? That's what
Ricky, she ain't letting him do it.
What you mean?
With him
doing
now.
it.
He's done with it now, according to the sources that they're no longer together. But when you in love with somebody, honey, I'm sorry, it's hard to break away that easily. You just can't just
in love with somebody that's with somebody.
It's the kid thing. It's the same thing like married. Like, get a job, be a man.
No, but Rick, you talking about two different things. You said in love with somebody who's with somebody. So you talking about now the mistress. She was in love with Wendy's ex-husband, and she's still with him. Wendy not. I don't guess she's still in love with him anymore because she's not with him anymore. So she was in love with her husband. She didn't want to leave her husband. Allegedly, she said that she knew he was cheating and carrying on. But if there was a baby to ever come up, she was through with him. That baby came up.
Right, and it did.
Wow.
And it's his fault. So, like, leave it alone. You know her health ain't in great condition right now. Like, if you care at all, like, why are you still trying to get money from people regarding this situation?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
And it is crazy because people like that live a long time. And good ass people die. I just don't understand it. Especially K to be doing jokes about that on stage. Somebody like Vladimir Putin will live to be 150 years old and a good person that served the community get hit by a damn FedEx truck in his 40s. Come on now. Don't it seem like that?
It do seem like that. That's like Queen Elizabeth. Like, is she ever gonna die? Lord,
like evil keep you going.
Right.
Okay. Man. All right, y'all, moving on. 50 Cent was on Instagram yesterday and he was going ham, threatening to leave Starz Network. He posted a meme of somebody packing their bags along with the caption, "This me packing my stuff. Starz sucks. The deal over here is up and I am out. It is over." He continued, they renewed Hightown and Force as the highest rated show they have sitting in limbo. He said, "If I told you how much dumb stuff I deal with over here, you would think they all went to school on a small yellow bus." He added, "I need to work with someone who knows the value of what the power verse brings to the table."
How he feel.
Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. I hope he does go somewhere where they give him more credibility and just do what it needs to do, because people love power.
Right.
Okay, all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, y'all. We gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. And why don't y'all hit us up for them wake up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Who we repping today, Rock T?
It's a surprise.
Oh, you know.
I don't know.
HBCU, Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's get it.
What's up?
Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU,
Oh, yeah, it's about that time, baby. Rock Teasy for Sheezy up in the building. It's time for another HBC. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's truck it on down to Jacksonville, Florida. Home of Edward Waters University, established in 1866. Home of the purple, orange, and white Tigers. Shout out to the Triple Thread Marching Band. Shout out to one of y'all's former students, James Cannonball Butler. He played running back for Edward Waters football team. Yes, indeed, feed the needy. Why they call him Cannonball? Hey, all of his teammates used to say, you try to tackle him. He played 8 seasons in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Atlanta Falcons, and the St. Louis Cardinals. To this day of this HBCU, he's the only alumnus from Edward Waters to ever play in the NFL. I'm just saying. He was the leading rusher for the Atlanta Falcons in each of his 4 seasons with the squad and was selected to the Pro Bowl in 1969. Mr. James Cannonball Butler, another proud HBCU alum of Edward Waters University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU,
69RICKEY. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. And let me tell you, I'm feeling good this morning because they are relaxing the mask mandates, but I'm feeling bad along with other health officials who are increasingly frustrated by ongoing vaccine resistance, Ricky.
Yes, sir.
They're even saying that the demand for vaccines is slowed down and almost just collapsed. The average number of Americans getting their first shot is down to about 90,000 people a day.
Right.
That's the lowest point since the first few days of the vaccine campaign back in December of 2020. And any hopes of substantial improvement just seems to have, just disappeared. About 76% of the population has received at least one shot, Ricky. Mm-hmm. Fewer than 65% of all Americans are fully vaccinated. That means we have not reached herd immunity numbers from vaccination alone. Now, the good news is that you add in and combine that statistic with the number of people that have natural immunity from being infected and have survived it, then we are at herd immunity. So, sometimes they quote that data, sometimes they don't. But in virtually every other country around the world, they capture the data from people that have gotten natural immunity as well. So vaccine incentive programs, Rick, remember when they were giving people money to get vaccines, $100. They were giving them sports tickets. They even had one giveaway that was giving people 6 packs of beer. But all that's pretty much gone away now. And government and employee vaccine mandates have also disappeared due to court challenges. So the number of COVID-19 hospitalizations and deaths are subsiding around the United States. So people who haven't gotten vaccinated don't see much reason to change their minds. They just over it. They tired of it. They're just not interested. So the CDC had a survey and they asked 1,000 people who had not been vaccinated, why haven't you been vaccinated? So one person was quoted as saying he wasn't interested in getting the vaccine after he got COVID. And that was before the vaccines were actually available. But he had many relatives who got it and only had minor symptoms and recovered. So he wasn't too impressed with the disease state. Other people, one female was quoted as saying she got 2 shots but she didn't get a booster based on the advice of her 2 daughters. Okay, so we got the young people leading the older people into the oblivion. Mama, you got 2 shots, but I wouldn't get that booster if I was you. And then the other kids have not gotten the vaccine. So that's where we are in this country with that. Fortunately, herd immunity with the combination of vaccinations and natural immunity, but no herd immunity from vaccinations and probably won't reach that due to vaccine fatigue and the vaccine drive just slowing down. So that's where we are.
Yeah, let's go to the phone, y'all, with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I wanted to ask him, I be having this very severe shoulder pain that has nothing to do with COVID, but the pain makes me sweat, I vomit, and I wanted to know if it was something that he could think of or something. And I done been to several hospitals and stuff, and they do not know what's going on.
Okay, that needs to be worked up. If you're having shoulder pain, particularly if it's left-sided shoulder pain, you have to be concerned of a cardiac origin, ergo something going wrong with your heart. But what it sounds like, because you're also having GI symptoms for nausea, etc., that you're just basically having some reflux symptoms. Some people would say gas, and that refers pain to your shoulders. But it needs to be worked up, and the place to get a disease state worked up is not the hospital. It is not the urgent care. You need to partner with the primary care provider so that you can get the diagnostic tests that are appropriate to diagnose your disease state and fix it. So you shouldn't have to live with that pain, and it can be worked up. The problem is that most people get their care from the emergency room when the symptoms get severe, and all the emergency room does is confirm you're not dying, and once they realize that, they discharge you and say follow up with somebody, and most of us don't. So you need to establish a good relationship with the primary care provider to get to the bottom of your health care concern.
All right. You're with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, I just want to know, I'm a school nurse,
and I had both injections, and I also had the booster, and I ended up with COVID. I had mild symptoms. What should I do to help keep protecting myself as a school nurse, dealing with students that I'm, still tested for COVID?
Okay. So as a school nurse, you need to protect yourself, maintain your social distancing as much as possible, and make sure you're wearing your mask and some eye protection as well if you're doing diagnostic testing on school students. So you're in a high exposure job situation, just like most healthcare providers. And so it's very important that you continue to protect yourself. But you are in optimal immune status. You have had 2 shots, a booster, and you have recuperated with natural immunity. So you're at your optimal immune status. You can't be any more protected than you are. So you should not have any more real problems with the coronavirus. You are now a Dr. Collier certified coronavirus super soldier. And, Ricky, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Half woman, it's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 8 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day being brought to you by Prilosec. That's right, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production and can cause heartburn, so don't fight the heartburn. Block it with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Vivica A. Fox, honey, this girl is livid. She called out Miss Laverne Cox, y'all, about her red carpet entanglement comment recently with Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, Vivica, honey, she said that she called out Laverne for that entanglement comment that she made while talking to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, during the episode, y'all, of Cocktails with Queens, Vivica called the comments tacky. She said, talk about wrong place, wrong time. I just think that you have to pick and choose because, darling, please remember that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are a powerful couple. They do a lot of work. They're well connected. They are people that now, if you might be on the red carpet, they're going to all pass your butt right quickly. She also said that these are people that when they see you now, they're going to sweep their people right past you like, no, we don't want to do her. So that's what you set yourself up for. She said, when you pick a moment, honey, you have to watch. You have to watch when you're climbing the ladder of success, who you choose to insult, unquote. That's what Vivica told Laverne Cox, y'all.
Wait a minute, Laverne Cox.
Did you know Laverne Cox, Ricky? She's from Orange is the New Black.
And she said Laverne Cox.
She's in the new show.
Did what?
Inventing Anna.
She brought up the entanglement when Will and Jada was on the red carpet, honey, for the award show recently. She brought that up. She asked a question about that. And that was kind of, Laverne, well, she was the host. Or she was hosting the red carpet. Yeah. So I guess you asked the question. But Vivica said, you don't ask nobody nothing like that at that time. And it is kind of a little bit bad, but I don't know when it's the good time.
It is. It's putting somebody on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
And not prepping them and asking people, hey, is this question appropriate? Or whatever. Sometimes people do go into stuff with bad motives and bad intentions, and they do stuff like that. And that's when you have to just keep walking or whatever and call your publicist and tell everybody, all the clients, to make sure that they to pass her up on the red carpet. Just certain folks you just don't fool with and don't want to interview with because they don't have good intention. They're looking for that shock value where they can get some clicks.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people saying too, but Vivica need to watch it, honey, because Laverne wasn't always Laverne, honey, so she might need to pick and choose her battles, honey. So, so we just saying, honey. But I don't know. We just going to pray on it, honey. Just praying on it. All right. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, baby, Miss Delicious, honey. This girl is speaking out. She took to social media to call out her husband, Raymond Santana, of the exonerated file. She wrote on social media, she said, I married a narcissist who is a complete liar and a cheat. She said, I'm finally ready, baby, to speak my truth, honey. She said, this girl saying she is ready to speak her truth on this man. But a lot of people are saying, but Miss Delicious girl cries a river, honey. They say Delicious saw sucker, honey, and got to licking. They say, honey, I would feel bad, but considering the girls are saying that he divorced his wife to marry Delicious, they say she earned this mess. Because now they're saying that Raymond was dating and married to his beautiful childhood sweetheart, and her name is Miss Nikista Simone Shelton, his longtime sweetheart, according to Madame Noir. the wall. They say, but when he went public with Delicious in 2019, they say he denied that he was still married to Miss Shelton after fans called out the husband seemingly overlapping lovers and what have you. But now, this guy, if y'all don't know who he is now, they're still saying that they're convinced, y'all, that Delicious romance didn't spark organically, especially since Raymond and his 4 co-defendants, Antoine McCrae, Kevin Richardson, Yusef Salam, and Corey Wise, received a $41 million settlement from their wrongful conviction, as depicted in that Netflix show, When They Seals. Y'all remember that? When They Seals, when those guys worked, and they said, baby, Miss Delicious saw this man, honey, and saw a fortune, honey, and he had to leave his wife, honey, for her. And now she's saying, honey, he's a narcissist, honey, he's a liar. So people ain't kind of feeling Delicious for it. And we like Delicious. She's a great girl. She was from Flavor of Love and what have you. But nobody's following her. They say, girl. They say Raymond and Delicious no longer follow each other on social media and have scrubbed their Instagrams clean of all their pictures. They tied the knot back in June of 2020.
Oh, wow. And they did a show or something about couples. Remember?
Yep.
Wow.
Lord, it's sad though. I mean, people just don't want to be in love no more. I mean, and Delicious seemed like she really loved this guy, and he looked like he really loved her if he left his wife or his former girlfriend for Delicious. So it had to be some love somewhere there. But now she's saying, honey, he's a narcissist. So whatever that is, he talk a lot or he lie a lot. Is that what a narcissist is?
Self-centered.
Oh, he's self-centered with his $41 million. Oh. All right, the Kahlua today, honey.
41 million.
Yeah, he got 41 million.
He didn't get 41.
I think they split 41 million.
Well, they had to split the 41 million, so he was a part of that 41 million. So,
but there was a lot of fees paid out. They barely got a couple million each.
What?
Yeah. That was a part of the documentary. That money that people think that, they got this big lump sum of money. They didn't. Those men had to fight that in court. They had to pay for that. And then they had to divide the money between all of the men. So they didn't get that much money.
Oh, that's probably why Delicious said he was a liar then. He probably said he had more than he got. Oh. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today is Bell's Pepper. On the high end, you say Bell's Pepper, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Forest Green. That's your Kahlua for today.
Not Bell Pepper, Bell's Pepper.
Baby, it's Bell's Pepper.
Oh, you done made a Bell Pepper. You done made them sisters.
Yeah.
Now the Bell Pepper's over there sweet. Damn. Nobody buying no damn Bell Pepper. That's not Bell Pepper, Bell's Pepper. No, all them over there snapping their fingers over there
right, baby.
in the produce. Yes, sir, you done spruced up the produce. Good morning, bitch.
Okay.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley morning show, 25 minutes after the hour. Time for the wake-up call. Get at your boy, 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Let's wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Let's wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley morning show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, this is Deborah calling from Monroe, Louisiana. I want to send a wake-up shout-out to my daughter and 3 grandkids. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
AB calling from the OKC area. I want to wake up my daughter Serenity and everybody in OKC. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Calling from Louisville, Kentucky. Want to say get up to my Cable Baptist Church family and my Louisville Rail Rider Skate fam. Get up, get up, get up.
Hey, this you gotta tell my wife is trying to go to work. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
My name's Emery Carey. I want to say good morning to my mom, my dad, and my family. Permit Fitness, let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
I want to wake up all those farmers and plant no Bell's Pepper. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
We gon' let them know. Where you at, Miami? Wake up. Seattle, wake up. In Detroit, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. And Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, y'all, coming up next, y'all, burn these chickens. Got your church announcements. Church announcements up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah!
Good
morning!
Sing it, Miss Jenkins.
Sing it all night!
You better sing.
We can do it all! Praise him all night! Praise him all night!
Praise him. Yes.
You better praise him!
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank y'all for playing Yolanda. Was that Yolanda Adams?
That's Beyonce, Miss Jenkins.
We can praise him all night. Praise him all night.
She's screaming.
She's getting burnt.
Praise him all night.
Stop screaming, Miss Jenkins.
You ain't even got to do the church.
I'm sorry. Just got caught up. Janie. All night, Janie.
Yeah.
All night.
Sound like a goat.
Congratulations to Deacon Bobby Warfield and his wife Lolita. You know Deacon Warfield?
Yeah.
And his wife Lolita on behalf of their son. Winston, who is 19 and just got his first lead role in a stage play. And the play is My Baby Daddy Done Stole My Altima. And he gonna be in it with Sunshine Anderson and the little boy who played Rudy's friend Bud on the Cosby Show.
That's a random passenger.
He a grown man now.
The 2 p.m. meeting for people that have an intense fear of being sucked down into a toilet has been moved to meeting room 6, which is the furthest away from the restrooms downstairs. There's a lot of people that's scared that they're going to be sucked down into a toilet. And it's hard to get them in. Okay. Just pray for them. There's a lot to talk about with that. For the first time in 14 years, no one from the church died this week. So ain't no funeral scheduled. So that's a big. Yeah, now the pastor is asking very respectfully if anybody knows somebody that's close to dying. Now, that's maybe not well liked anyway. He would appreciate if somebody could slide on in there and pull up the plug tomorrow, so he can use the time on Saturday that's already reserved to try out a new eulogy he been putting together. Yeah, plus the hearse has already been rented out for the month, and they ain't giving a refund if we don't use it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure y'all keep these church announcements, write them down, read them in the daytime, read them in the afternoon, and you can read them in the evening. You can read them all night. Hey, Lion Sound. Hey, appreciate you, John.
Yeah, my pleasure, Rickey.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody that was at the Shark Bar last night, man. I had the time of my life celebrating Mardi Gras, man. Shout out to all the YE bros, man. I was hanging out with the YEQs, couple of YE bros. Awesome bro I had met from Mississippi Valley, man. Shout out to everybody that was at the Shark Bar and Grill last night up in Plano last night. Man, I had so much damn fun.
Come on, dog.
Them damn the wings was on, the Shark Bar wings was on point. I had a good time hanging out with the bros, Rudy Roo, all the Mississippi bros this morning. Hey, good morning to y'all, man. Black Tony, what's up?
But sorry, man.
Well, you missed. Hey, Black Tony.
No, you missed it. You missed it. I don't know what you did. It ain't better than what I did.
They was up in the Shark Bar last night, bruh.
Oh, well, I don't care nothing about no Shark Bar. Well, I went to a State of the Union.
You went where?
State of the Union to the after party.
You went to the State of the Union after party?
Yeah. Boy, that thing was turned up. Boy.
Who was all in there?
Son, I'm still up in D.C., son. I'm still asleep.
Who invited you to the State of the Union? Did you go hear the president speak?
Nah, I couldn't get. They wouldn't let me, in the thing. But I went to the after party. It was me, Ben Crump, Tyler Perry, Taraji Henson, Who else was up in there?
You a lie.
LeBron.
LeBron had a game last night, man.
LeBron homeboy, Rick.
The Lakers play. Who the Lakers play?
They played the Dallas Mavericks.
The Lakers played the Mavs.
We was up in there. Hey, boy, look. And you ain't gonna believe who room I stayed in, y'all.
Who?
I'm still here right now.
Who?
Nancy Pelosi.
You ain't in no damn. You in a hotel room with Nancy Pelosi.
I know.
You laugh at yourself, Black. Oh, you laugh.
No, I try to talk quiet because she in the other room. She taking a shower. Look, I know she's a little skinny on TV, but boy, she got some jump back though.
You did, hey, Black, you done hit Nancy. You done hit the Speaker of the House.
What?
You done hit the Democratic Majority Leader, not the Speaker of the House. No, you ain't never
might be pregnant, so.
No, but you take the day off, bro. That's a win right there, boy. That's a win right there, boy. Go take
that kind of work shot. I'm finna be.
Bro, don't even. Boy, if you hit Nancy Pelosi, don't even worry about it, dog. You good, dog. You got somebody sitting up there behind the president, Black Tony. We done came up, baby. You did it, Black Tony.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna take a picture when you come out of the shower.
No, I don't want to see it.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Use a little sanitizer if you can before you touch somebody's hand. Use a little sanitizer if you can. Oh, before you touch somebody's hand.
Come on now.
Use a little sanitizer.
The doors of the church is open right now. When you come, you can. There it is. That Black people know that, can.
Yes, sir.
Hey, girl, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Samuel L. Jackson is speaking out. I'm going to tell you what he has to say next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
Why your face so ugly?
It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes. 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the T and Nicola other day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all.
Gary, why your face so ugly?
I don't know who said that. I thought that was very ugly. But anyway, honey, we gonna pray on that person.
We gonna pray.
Yes. But anyway, here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Samuel L. Jackson, y'all, he thinks, y'all, that he should have won an Oscar, y'all, for his role in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. He said, quote, "My wife and I went to see Bugsy." Is it Bugsy? He said, and damn. He said, they got nominated and I didn't. He said, I guess black folks usually win for doing despicable mess, and he didn't say that on screen. He said, like Denzel Washington for being a horrible cop in Training Day. He said, all the great stuff he did in uplifting roles like Malcolm X. He said, no, we'll give it to the mother. He said, but maybe, honey, I should have won one. He said, but Oscars don't. Listen to what he said now. Oscars don't move the comma, honey, on your check. He said, it's about getting butts in seats, and I've done a good job at doing that, unquote. I thought the Oscars did move commas on your checks. Because they say, once they get you win an Oscar and stuff, you get your money. You get more money.
Some people get an Oscar, you don't see them no more.
So, exactly.
And Halle Berry already said, she thought it was going to help move her commas, and it didn't move nothing.
Look at Monique.
Yeah, it's sad. But maybe that's for black people, though.
Do people go against you when you get an Oscar? What happens with black folks get an Oscar?
It's white people, too. Marissa Tomei, she won that for my cousin Vinny. You didn't see her in a project after that. Youngest person to win an Oscar.
Oh, wow.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, well, she played
Great
Aretha.
example.
Yeah, she played Aretha, though, so, I guess. But it's sad, though. But, 'cause that was the main thing. Everybody, I got to get an Oscar. I get that Oscar. People need to just, especially Africans in America, they should get them a Soul Train Award, a BET Award, and some of those awards with the people that appreciate you and help make you get to that point and stuff instead of, just shooting for the stars for getting an Oscar or what have you. But, and Oscars don't really do much for you. So it's interesting to see. So we're going to see who win the next Oscar and see how it turns out if they're of African descent. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Kanye West, y'all, he done fired his divorce attorney. They say he done fired, honey, Chris Melcher. They say, honey, Chris confirmed to People magazine that he's been dropped from the legal team and has been replaced by Samantha Spector. Now, they're saying today, honey, there's going to be a hearing to determine if Kim Kardashian will be granted her request, y'all, to be declared legally single, y'all. It's a sad thing. You wouldn't believe it. I mean, Kanye seemed like he really loved this woman, and she really loved him. You thought they did anyway. So, but now, I mean, all this fighting and carrying on and stuff. Look like you should just say, okay, I'm done. Move on. But it's just not that easy, though, y'all. So, y'all just be careful, honey, because it's not easy. It's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out. So, I guess that's why I'm going to stay single and continue to try to see Jesus' face and not worry about all this relationship mess, Rick.
That's right, because we only on this earth for a short period of time compared to eternity.
That's right.
Once you get to the upper room, God going to have somebody to be with you forever.
But it is amazing when you already have somebody to be with forever. Ain't that right, Eva?
Absolutely.
Make it last forever
and ever.
Don't let out of me.
You heard Keith Sweat at the wedding, Rick?
Yes, sir.
All right, honey. And my final story, y'all. People need to leave folks alone if they make statements and they know what they mean. It's being reported, y'all, that actor Lakeith Stanfield. Are y'all I'm familiar with Lakeith Stanfield?
Very much so.
He's a big actor, y'all. Well, he was photoed, y'all, wearing some women's stockings, honey, for a magazine shoot for the new issue of Replica magazine, y'all. Now, people are trying to say, oh, Lord, is he alternative? Now, they're saying prior to this shoot, several shoot revealed, they said there's been speculation that the Get Out and Atlanta star sexuality for years. People trying to rumor that saying that, over 2 years ago, Lakeith said that he wanted to play a role of a homosexual man. Now, they're saying during that interview, the Hollywood Reporter, the actor revealed that his high school drama class helped him to broaden his outlook. So he went to drama, and that's broadened his outlook. And now people trying to put all this mess on him and stuff, and saying that, honey, he may be alternative or whatever and stuff. But my thing is, just because he wore stockings, that does not mean he has an alternative life. I used to wear, we called it back in the day, hosiery. Because when you pay a little bit more money than you pay for socks, you call it hosiery.
Right.
And we used to wear that and stuff. And
so what you wear now, Gary?
Well, sometimes I wear stockings.
You dress like a older man that going, you wear Deacon Jackson Southern Air's church socks.
That's right. I sure do. With the little ribs in them and stuff like that.
Gold toes.
Yeah, well, your gold toes.
I mean, you wear a nice, sleek suit to church every Sunday.
Every Sunday, because, honey, that's one thing. I'm going to wear a suit, honey. I'm not going to church, honey, looking crazy. I'm going to wear a suit.
And you don't let nobody influence you to do otherwise. You dress up for church like you was raised.
That's right. So there you have it, honey. So
Gary, with Lakeith, you got to remember, he is Judas and the Black Messiah, the harder they fall. So he's a very rough kind of a guy. And to see him in lace stockings with his knees and thighs out, I think it was a little bit of a shock for a lot of people, even those that support the community.
Yeah,
that's a shock.
It was a shock, but they got rough queens.
Yep.
Okay, Gary.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Bell's Pepper. On the high end, you say Bell's Pepper, and on the low end, you say Forest Green. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
What time?
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. 12 minutes after the hour. This is serious, man. Just go out the room. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just can't. I can't explain it.
You just try it again. You can always try again.
Y'all don't understand. All right, I'm crying. All right, man, listen. Stop by Church Chicken for the high-flying flavor combination of Texas tenders and shrimp meal today. It's the butterfly shrimp made alongside Texas tenders, served spicy or original for $6. Churches welcome that great state of flavor, offer valid at participating locations. And we got the one and only Bakari Sellers on this morning. Special K, you saw the State of the Union. What do you think about last night?
I think that President Biden delivered the State of the Union the way he needed to. I think he said the thing. He hit on all the points that needed to be hit on. He's kind of been a no-win situation because he's got the Republicans that are against anything he says. He's got the media that's basically playing up all the Republican talking points because they're against. It seems like they, want to try to take shots. Like he can't win for losing. So, but he addressed everything that needed to be addressed.
So,
I don't know what more he can do.
But did you notice when he said, "Hey, they haven't seen nothing yet"? Talking about Russia. What do you think? You think there's more on the sanction side or what?
I mean, that's all it can be. I think he's going to try his best to get the rest of the world to unite and cripple them financially to the point where they literally just can't function because militarily it's a line that he really can't go past without starting World War III. So
I mean, if they get into if Putin gets into Ukraine, then what?
They're already in Ukraine.
I mean, I'm talking about like if they occupy
the capital. If he takes down the capital, assassinates the president, then the world is going to really have some hard decisions to make because NATO, they're not a NATO country, so NATO isn't obligated, or the United States isn't obligated to get involved militarily. But if Putin goes in there and just basically decimates millions of civilians, I mean, somebody gonna have to do something.
Right.
And I just don't know. Nobody really knows what that's
because if the United States goes in right now and start fighting with any of the troops, or they send troops in or whatever.
What they're talking about is the no-fly zone. Like they're saying, why can't the United States Navy or Air Force help to establish a no-fly zone or help to destroy those tanks and everything that's rolling in? They can't do that. That's an act of war because one American bullet kills one Russian soldier or vice versa. That's an act of war, and that means that we are full scale. We're gonna have to full scale go in, and nobody wants that.
And how do they fly around to get the weapons to the Ukrainians?
Well, Ukraine has weapons coming in from Germany. They got other countries that are, Switzerland. They got other countries that are donating material to them.
Right, and then if they occupy Ukraine, that puts them right next to Poland, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope. It's like World War II all over again when Hitler was advancing across Europe, and he had to be stopped. But you know how that ended. So it's a bad situation. No matter how you look at it, it's no real easy answers to this.
And it's scary as hell. And the last question I have, how do you think it will affect all of this stuff that's going on with Russia and about to occupy Ukraine? How is that going to affect the United States?
Well, I think Biden, president, is going to be judged on how he kind of walks this tightrope and whether he's viewed as successfully dealing with it or whether, the United States is looked at as failing in our response to it. And I think that's going to have a lot to do with the 2022 midterms because, if Biden and the Democrats look like they can't handle what's going on in the world, then that could very well turn the House back over to the Republicans in the fall, which I hope don't happen either. But,
yeah. And what was real disappointing to see that all of the Africans that was living and working in Ukraine that was trying to get out was pulled off of the train and off of the buses, and just how disgusting. And it's like you want to help, you feel bad for Ukrainians, but then when you seeing black people get treated like that and mistreated, even in the midst, you're a victim of war crimes, and find a way to still somehow target black people.
But racism doesn't stop at the water's edge of the United States. Racism is worldwide, and black and brown people across the world are, we always come last. Our safety, our concerns, we always come last, and it's not just a U.S. thing. It's sad.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing is just the white. Why do you think the white supremacists support Vladimir Putin?
Because Putin is a well-known white supremacist. He does not, Vladimir Putin is well known to be a white nationalist in a sense. It's no secret that he has no love for black people. He has no love for gay people. He has no love for anybody other than. You don't want to bring up the Hitler analogy, but it's almost that same thinking of, the superior race, right. the blonde hair, blue eyed thing,
right? Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, look, we were trying to get Bakari settled, so we apologize for that. We couldn't get Bakari on the phone, but we were set up and ready to go. So we got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Smiley Morning Show 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. It is time for Rickey's Quickies. Let's go. Let's get it. Quickies.
When the hell did we get an international news correspondent on the Rickey Miles Show? Okay, Rickey.
Quickies.
My name is S.U. Veneers, the sister of Reverend B.N. Veneers. The S.U. stands for slightly used veneers.
Quickies.
When Special K was locked up, did he eat his cornbread?
Quickies.
Give Black Tony a raise and let Lil Dare along with it next time.
Quickies.
She promised to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help these nuts.
Quickies.
Rickey, can you let your therapist know the word is important, not important? She drives me crazy. She cannot pronounce the word important.
Quickies.
Rickey's Quickies. That back so fat, but oh so nice.
Quickies.
Rat tat 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 tat. Let me hit that balls deep.
Quickies.
Hey, Rickey. Got them white stockings and black shoes for you, baby doll. You can't handle it.
Quickies.
That thing is fatter than a Montana mule.
Quickies.
Can we get rid of Gary with the T and bring back Gary with the bear?
Quickies.
Y'all better appreciate Kanye West while we still got him. What he done for you.
Quickies.
It's Danielle Chate from Chicago, Southside. I am so happy to be getting through. I love you, Rickey. I love you, Brad. I love you, Eve. I love you, Roxy. I love you, Gary. I love y'all so much.
Quickies.
This is Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, and I need Black Tony to bring back my 4-carat diamond ring.
Quickies.
Oh, beef, platin, special sauce, platin, cheese, pickles, onions, onions, sesame seeds, fudge, camel toe.
Quickies.
What's up, Gary, with the T with your sweetie?
Quickies.
Yeah, your mama got one arm and swimming circles.
Quickies.
Excuse me, sonny. You know where I can find some booty?
Quickies.
It is me. It's me and these nuts.
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley look like a chocolate bow pop. Skinny body, big head.
All right, y'all.
Your mama got one arm and swimming circles.
I know what he said.
He can't get straight for nothing. He keeps going around in circles.
She get tired and just drown.
Your mama got one arm and she went rock.
She swimming circles.
Wow.
Boy, y'all stupid. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning.
Let me tell y'all something, man. You Remind Me was the first single from Mary J's debut album, What's the 411? And it was originally used on the soundtrack of the 1991 comedy film Strictly Business with Halle Berry, Tommy Davidson, and Joseph C. Phillips. I don't know, man. Special K, that remind me of Mike Roberts in the morning. I remember Mike and Carol used to play that in Atlanta. I used to always be on their morning show. That was like coming to Atlanta all the time, man.
And you know who their sports person was?
Who?
Robin Roberts of Good Morning America.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yeah, Robin started off on their show.
On Mike and Carol's show?
She was doing sports, yeah.
And that's who helped me out with a lot of my career. He owns some radio stations now. Mike Roberts had this big morning show. He was just awesome. Him and Carol, they would let me come on and do prank phone calls. And it just, that's what kind of, pushed me over to BET and stuff, man. But I just remember them playing that song all the time or whatever. Just wanted to shout him out this morning for the wonderful opportunities that he just kind of passed on to a lot of us.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the OGs, one of the legends in radio, Mike Roberts.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful for that. I don't know, that song just reminded me of Mike and Carol in the mornings. Like you would drive, I would just go from Birmingham and just be on that morning show, and I could just always hear that song, and it was around that time.
Them good songs do that to you, Rick. That's
absolutely.
what they do. It remind me of the Jack the Rapper conventions back in the day. That's when we first heard this song.
Brad.
We was all at them together with all of our friends. We played the crap out of this album, man.
Right.
From What's the 411 to You Remind Me to, what is it? Come on, help me, y'all.
Happy, all of them.
Not Happy. Happy ain't on What's the 411.
AJ not there.
No, that's Aaliyah.
Yeah, but everything on that. I just remember me and comedian Sean Jones riding up and down Peachtree playing that. For we had it on because comedian Sean Jones had just bought the cassette tape, Special K.
Yes.
Come on, dog. And I had just bought that Jeep Cherokee, that box.
Oh yeah,
the box. You remember that box, brand new Jeep Cherokee?
When I first met you, that's the car you had with that Jeep Cherokee.
Everybody
when you was
wanted
doing
one of them,
cobblestone.
Boy, I had that doggone box Jeep Cherokee. It was brand new off the showroom floor.
Yes.
Bro, I thought I was doing.
I had a Samurai, Rick. I had that Samurai bumping that real love and that Suzuki Samurai. Bumping that love no limit, and I don't want to do anything else. Come on now.
Yeah, dog. Suzuki Samurai.
Hey man, let me tell you a funny story about my Jeep Cherokee. So Mr. Lett had signed for it. I had godparents that owned the funeral home, so my credit was bad. So Mr. Lett, him and his wife Deborah Lett, they went down there and signed for it for me to get that shit. And boy, I missed the payment.
Right.
Man, he came to my house and got it. I woke up in my apartment. I looked at that. I had called the police because I thought that somebody had stole it. Somebody called me later on that day, man. I said, "Hey, man, I seen you Saturday, man. It was good seeing that was me waving at it." I said, "What you talking about?" They said, "Man, we saw your Jeep Cherokee. It was leading a hearse into the cemetery." He done put the little stickers, the magnet stickers on the side of the Jeep Cherokee, and was leading funerals.
Did you get it back?
I did get it back. Okay. I had to call Don DC Curry.
Right.
To get Don DC. I said, "Man, tell Mr. Lett please answer the phone, man. Tell him I got the money for the car note." He said, "Now you ain't gonna make my credit look bad down the side." I said, "Miss that car note, man. I just didn't have it. I didn't have it." But yeah, man, that 411, man, that brought back so many memories. Hey, we need to play something, man. We'll play something probably about 2 or 3 songs off of that album coming up this week, man. We'll do something else. What's the other song on there tomorrow you want to hear, Brett?
Real Love.
Yeah, let's do it. Real Love. Wait, give me something. Give me another choice. I feel like we always play Real Love. Give me another one.
What's the 411? Sweet Thing.
What about I Don't Want to Do It?
Yeah, that's it.
Reminisce, all of them.
I don't want to do anything else with
Love
KC.
No Limit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We'll rock that 411 all week, y'all. All right, 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. More Rickey Smiley the Morning Show coming up. Brett, I be singing that part in the shower. Get that little percentage of you that think you can really sing now. 11 minutes after the hour, y'all. Listen, man, do y'all remember reading the Dr. Seuss books when we were kids, right? The Dr. Seuss books. Well, today is Dr. Seuss' birthday, and it's also National Read Across America Day. So our producer, Kim, who also wrote a children's book, came up with something fun for us to do today. Kim, real quick now, I know my girl, comedian Monique, did a video on your book. What is it all about?
Yes, it's called...
Speaking to Mike.
I'm here.
There you go.
So it's called You Can Be Anything. And basically it's about a little girl bumblebee named Bobby who just really ain't having it when people are trying to tell her what she can and cannot do or what she can and cannot be when she grows up.
Right.
So basically, getting our kids ready to deal with the haters that they're going to face in life.
Right. Right. And that's
That's
the
nice.
kind of book they need, but because kids need, to build their esteem.
Yeah, no,
because
it just-
especially our black and brown little girls or whatever, they
Absolutely.
like the Supreme Court Justice, nominee was told to aim low and not high.
But no, this teaches them to aim high, use their imagination, and dream big. And before we go, just got to make sure to tell everybody to go to youcanbeanything.com. We got a special code. Guess what the code is, Ricky?
What?
Ricky.
Oh, Ricky.
That's the code.
Ricky.
The code is Ricky. Go to youbeanything.com. Youcanbeanything.com. And you can get a special discount. And that's B with 2 E's because she's a bumblebee. So
Right.
you can be
Man,
B-E-E anything.
it is so awesome just to have, children's books or whatever, because literacy is something, what I'm saying, is serious. That's why it was good that we had, what's his name on yesterday?
Yeah.
Talking about
Mr.
Charles
Five
Haley.
Rings.
Huh?
Mr. Five Rings.
Charles Haley, yep.
That's right. That's right. And in honor of National Read Across America Day, Kim asked everybody on the show, what was your favorite book growing up? Rock T, you said one of your favorite books was by Dr. Seuss. Which one?
Oh, The Places You'll Go. Listen, I still read this book to the day. Like, this is one of the greatest books of all time. And if I could just share a couple excerpts from the book on why I love it.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, you need to think like a child, man, that big, huge imagination. You have brains in your head. You have feet on your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Yeah.
The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.
All right, then.
And Dr. Seuss's favorite quote, today you are you. This is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on, dog.
Oh, let's get a favorite.
Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you'll go.
Yeah, that's a shout in that thing.
Come
now.
on, dog.
Yes, sir. I would love. Now somebody gonna preach that. My Pastor Brian probably gonna preach that Sunday because he listens to the morning show. All right, Eva, your book was Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. Yes.
Yes. I love Charlotte's Web growing up. It was one of those books that, I loved literacy. I loved reading. I had to read encyclopedias as a kid. So Charlotte's Web had pictures, but it also allowed me to imagine.
Right.
There's an excerpt that I would like to read from it. It says, a spider's web is stronger than it looks. Now, although it's made of thin, delicate strands, a web is not easily broken. And I think that is very true to who we are as Black people. We might not look like what you think we should look like, but we way stronger than you could imagine. So I've always loved that book. I read it to my kids all the time.
And Special K, yours was The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
Yeah, Ralph the Motorcycle Mouse. He was a little mouse that had a toy motorcycle that he rode all around and had all kind of adventures with his little mouse friends.
Right.
And he rode a red little motorcycle, and that was like my favorite book when I was about 7 or 8. I don't know. But yeah.
Now, I remember like the first book when you first learned how to read, Fun with Dick and Jane. Dick and Jane by Williams S. Gray. You remember that, Gary?
Yeah, Ricky, I remember going to read, and you'd have a time out in class. We have a reading section, and I'll never forget when I was in Miss
What
Walters'
reading group you was in?
I was in a regular reading group with Miss Walters, and we used to read the book Fun with Dick and Jane, and I love that book, and Ricky. It helped mold my life. That book shaped my life.
Right.
It was part of my life.
Favorite pages.
But let me tell you, like some of the excerpt from the book. Come, Dick. Come and see. Come and see Spot. Dick loves Spot, and Spot loves Dick. Dick is Spot's best friend. Dick sees Jane. Jane wants to come. She wants to come with Dick. Jane wants to come see Dick. Y'all listen to the damn story, hell.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, man.
That was great.
And that's the book.
I will never, ever see Fun with Dick and Jane again. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. I will never read that book the same way.
Yeah, boy.
Jane, please come see Spot. Jane, look. Do you see Dick?
Why are you still reading?
Jane can play all day. Jane is glad she came and
Gary!
too.
Gary, save it.
Okay.
We're gonna come out. When we come back out, we're gonna read the rest of this shit.
Okay.
Somebody go lock Derek in his office.
Lord have mercy. They about to take us off there. But we again.
Handcuff Derek ass to a chair.
How long we got, Dave?
550.
We got 550. God dog. Kim Nelson Ingram's book, You Can Be Anything, B-E-E, anything. Happy National Read Across America Day. Gary, you was enjoying that book that took you back to kindergarten?
Yes, it brought me back. Brought me back to Franklin Elementary School. And
that's in Port Arthur, Texas.
Port Arthur, Texas, yeah.
And you was in reader group number what?
Number 1. I was in reader group number 1.
Right.
And the book that touched my heart was Fun with Dick and Jane.
Right. And what was the other part of the book?
Now, what did I stop at? Because y'all acting like children.
We had to go to yeah, I'm sorry. That was Rock T.
We've been real immature.
That was Rock T. Yeah, pick up where you,
Okay, well, Dick sees Jane.
Yeah.
Now, Jane wants to come. She wants to come with Dick. So Jane wants to come see Spot. Dick says, Jane, please come see Spot. Look, Jane, look. Do you see Dick? C-O-C. See Dick. Now, Dick and Jane can play all day. Now, Spot is happy, too.
Don't worry about it, Gary.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Gary, we're going to let you read the rest of it tomorrow.
Okay.
Gary, Gary, that book brought you great joy.
Oh, it brought me great joy. I mean, when we had to do this, I just was I can't say the word.
It's overfilled
with joy because it brought me back to my kindergarten days, honey. And it molded me to the person that I am today. Yes.
Run, Dick, run.
Yes.
All right, y'all, 25 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. President Biden spent a good portion of his State of the Union address last night strongly condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Biden used the rest of his speech to promote his domestic agenda. He said he plans to address inflation by having more manufacturing done in America and speeding up supply chains. He also talked about lowering prescription drug costs, subsidizing clean energy, and raising corporate taxes. Biden also took a firm stance on recent calls to defund police, saying the answer is not defund the police, it's to fund the police. Meanwhile, fighting and bombing continue in Ukraine. Biden said he would close off the American airspace to all Russian flights. At least 136 civilians and about 2,000 Russian soldiers have died. Oil prices have skyrocketed, leading 24 countries to tap into their emergency reserves. Energy companies, including BP, Shell, and now ExxonMobil, have announced that they will be leaving Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, and Apple has suspended sales of all of its products in Russia. Last but certainly not least, Texas held the nation's first primary yesterday. Beto O'Rourke easily won the Democratic nomination and will go up against Republican Governor Greg Abbott this November. All right, that's what's happening in news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, let's continue the situation with Ukraine. Adidas suspends uniform sponsorship deal with the Russian national soccer team due to the war in Ukraine. Man, expect a lot of these sponsors to withdraw anything that's associated with Russia right about now in their national teams. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packer wide receiver Davante Adams were not on the Green Bay Packers promo video promoting their game in London next season. Will they both return as a package with the Green Bay Packers next year, or will they both go to another team? Now, we keep talking about, will Aaron Rodgers return as a Packer? But Aaron may say, listen, Adams, we come together, so where I go, you may have to come with me. So it'd be dope if a team can actually afford both of them. Because whoever gets both of them, you may want to automatically put them in the Super Bowl for next year, depending on what team they go to if they don't stay with Green Bay. Let's talk about LeBron James, man. He says he'll never give up on the season. The Lakers lost 10 of their last 13 games.
Man.
His quote last night after getting beat by the Dallas Mavericks, until you stomp me out, cut my head off, and bury me 12 feet underground, then I got a chance.
Right.
Start digging.
Say what day?
Start digging.
You saying it's over for the Lakers,
It's
Dave?
over. It's been over.
They currently in ninth place right now. Since they changed the rules with the playoffs, the top 9, 10, and 11 can play in. It's called a play-in. You can still play into the playoffs. So,
what you think about that, Dave?
They can play in all they want. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to the playoffs.
So they even.
I'm not putting them in the playoffs. They're exactly who they say they are. The record. What's the record?
They way below 500.
They're way below 500.
But here's the deal. Of course, Anthony Davis is hurt. He's been hurt most of the season. Russell Westbrook, he ain't been himself. He's mentally going through whatever he's going through right now.
What do you think going on with Russell Westbrook, Dave?
You look at him, he can put up numbers when there's no pressure on him. When he was in Oklahoma City, also when he was in Washington. Now the pressure's on him with the Lakers with LeBron James. He has to put up the numbers, and he can't do it right now.
He's in his own head, bro.
He's in his own head.
That's all it is. He's in his own head.
Yeah.
He got to snap out of it.
Yeah.
So
they're just they're a bad basketball team.
And don't forget, Carmelo Anthony's on that team too.
They're a bad basketball team. They're an old basketball team.
No matter who on that day,
they suck.
There you go. All right, well, you got the hot spot right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Can't even argue with you, Dave, on that one.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, it's the bottom of the hour. Rick's about the morning show. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. While Ye fans dropped 200 on a stem player and already have the current version of Donda 2, it appears some really just want it on iTunes, even if it's not the album they looking for. That's crazy. So a fake version of Donda 2 is reportedly charting on iTunes after being uploaded under the misleading, but not that misleading name, Wayne Kest. Oh my goodness. I guess that would be Wanye Kest. Wanye Kest. Okay. Right. Anyway, the fact that the name is obviously wrong, the track list is too short, and Kanye vowed not to release his album to digital streaming platforms, hasn't deterred fans from streaming the fake album. So according to Complex, Donda 2 by Wanye Kest has reached number 40 on the top hip-hop albums charts. And incidentally, this isn't the first time somebody uploaded a fake album, purported to be the highly anticipated one from the big name superstar to Apple Music. Apple Music need to figure out how to stop that some kind of way, because that is not cool for the artist. But for now, the only way to get Donda 2 for real remains shelling out $200 for that stem player that Kanye is also selling. I got time for some more. So Euphoria, y'all, season 2 was a massive hit for HBO. Variety reports that the season finale pulled in a high 6.6 million viewers, and season 2 currently averages 16 million viewers, making it the network's second most watched show since 2004. But that's not all. Deadline reports that Euphoria is now the most tweeted show of the decade in the United States, according to Twitter. It's the latest in a long list of accomplishments for the second season of Euphoria, because the first season was good, and I have got to sit down and check out the second season. Have y'all seen Euphoria?
Nah.
Yes. When Zendaya, when I tell you that girl can act her behind off, oh my goodness, she deserves all kind of awards. Now, HBO announced that Euphoria has been renewed for the third season. However, the star and executive producer Zendaya, executive producer, celebrated the season 2 finale Sunday night. She acknowledged via Instagram that the series wouldn't be back for a while. The creator, Levinson's latest project, The Idol, is in production at the moment. But as for Zendaya, y'all, she's rumored to begin filming Dune Part 2 in July. And even though she's appeared in the first film for a total of 7 minutes, her character promises to take on a more prominent role in the next installment. So that is what's up. Last but not least, let me let you P-Valley fans know that it is coming back, so y'all can get excited. For its moment, its fate was uncertain, but it has been announced that they are set to return in June, according to Vibe. Season 2 will have 10 episodes. I've been seeing the commercials, and I cannot wait. Last but not least, Jay-Z, Kanye, and Diddy are among the highest paid hip-hop artists of 2021. Jay-Z topped the list after making $470 million last year with a net worth of $1.5 billion. Ye comes in at number 2 with $250 million. Diddy snagged the number 3 spot with $75 million, and Drake comes in at number 4 with $50 million. Wiz Khalifa rounded out the top 5 with $45 million. Damn, what did Wiz Khalifa do?
I ain't want to say nothing, but
he must be killing the internet or
Cannabis.
touring.
Yeah,
Cannabis.
Yep, he's got all the.
He wanted Snoop Snoop's partners.
Oh.
We gonna have to go on and get us a strand, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show strand.
Okay.
So Travis Scott, 38 million. DJ Khaled, 35 million. Eminem, 28 million. J. Cole, 27 million. What is
Hold
it?
on now, Brad.
I'm telling you.
So where Rick come in on that list?
Oh, he ain't on.
Way down there, bro. It ain't
He ain't on
nothing.
there.
Not even on that one.
And Birdman,
You're not-
25
Yeah,
million, y'all.
your ass ain't on there either.
I'm at number 17,000.
That's why we finna get in these comedy clubs and make these $3,000 and $4,000 or less.
Lord.
I know I'm finna get 2,500.
We gonna
this
wrap up the
weekend.
hot spot on that $3,000 or $4,000 or less lie.
We're gonna redo Lil Darryl. We're gonna make a movie with Lil Darryl and Precious. We're gonna think of something. This segment is being bought by Indeed. That's right. Need to hire. You need Indeed. Just sponsor a post and receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.